Hey, good morning, guys. This is my morning brief video. And a quick rundown, I'm going to give you a ticker, which I haven't ever talked about. It's called the FFTY. It's the IBD 50 best companies out there. And, it's an ETF. You can trade it, tradable equity. So I do want to point out here, we've had a significant divergence here on our MAs going on here on this, the best of the best in the market coming down to these lows. And one of the main driving forces to this downside here in recent and here in the most recent move lower is the new government in London. So initially, right out of the gate, they come out with some tax cuts, which is stimulative for the English economy, for the higher end taxpayer, and so the markets hated that, and we just tanked off that news. And then that fed back into what they call the gilt market. That's their pension fund market, and it completely uh, drew uh, drew up liquidity in the entire pension realm. Okay, and so what happened is the Bank of England came in, gave them emergency liquidity, and then last week came in again, gave them more liquidity. And then we heard just a couple days ago and caused a big sell off at the end of, I think it was Tuesday's trading session, that Bank of England said, we're not coming in giving you any more money. And so what these gilts have to do now, they have to sell off uh, uh, their assets, to make sure that they can cover their uh, uh, liabilities and stuff. And unfortunately, these stocks are the ones that they're having to liquidate to shore that all up. So keep that in mind. And that's what's been driving down the Apples, the Microsofts, the Teslas. Hope that's keeping them continuing to go down here is because of the need for that liability. Well, what's happened now this morning, there is a rumor out that the current government is about to possibly roll back all those tax cuts. Okay. When they said that, all of a sudden the bond starts rallying. All of a sudden, before that and even more, the uh, uh, gilt markets started stabilizing. Okay. So that downward force, which we've been having for days now, might be reversing today, could possibly reversing in these megatech names. So be mindful of that situation that, what could have the the selling pressure that we may have been seeing coming out of these gilts may not be here today, and we are due for a relief rally. So I think there is ample reason to think today is a relief rally day. Now the news isn't out yet, and we could just crash and burn. So Johnny's on the bearish side. I think we're going down to stuff. I'm thinking they timing this news so the new administration in England does not want to be on the hook for the breakdown in, a critical economic breakdown in the markets, which that's where we were setting up for today. And that's why I think that's why you didn't actually hear it from the leader of the party. You heard it through, you know, supposedly members of the party. Okay. But my point is, um, I think that's in play this morning. They're trying to support the markets by basically, yeah, making things seem better. Making sure that conditions seem like they're improving in England, and whether they are or not. Okay, so just be aware of that situation. Uh, I'm a little more hesitant now to be short, and you guys know I've been nailing on the short side. So be aware of that situation. Okay, so really not much of anything's happened here. I'm just gonna go. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go over here to my Ichimoku here, and then you guys can see what's going on. So some things going on here. The Ichi is trying to break our short-term 1 hour. This is one I use. We are trying to cross out above the Ichi this morning. Okay, initially this morning before the news comes out. We got 5 minutes till the news comes out. And that's happening on a lot of charts. I'm seeing this on quite a few charts here. They're trying to push up and break out above above resistance for a possible relief rally today. So even though we're up considerably in the pre-market, we 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 have just taken enough to give uh, the appearance that we are going to have a much bigger rally. Okay, so keep that in the back of your mind. Keep that in context. We've had to go quite a ways already just to get us to the point to where we might be able to run higher. So, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. So, I definitely want to float that idea with you guys. So, really, Europe session really had a bad, and with the semiconductors and everything, I still think semiconductors are going to go lower, but it does look like they're trying to support the markets here. Um, so basically, what's going on here? We still have not gotten into that. I got to read this. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's go this way. Yeah. Okay. We still have not even got up to test a possible breakout here on the NQs. Here we are before the news, though, so be aware of that. But we are above our 50, so it's that is the first decent sign we've had. At 50 has been holding in like a champ. So, we do have that going for us. Um, RTY is, performing better today, and we do have the banks reporting tomorrow. We had BlackRock report this morning already. They lost 16% of their assets have left the company from for over the quarter. So there are redemptions happening. So be aware of that. See, this thing here is behaving much better than on the 1 hour here than what you have in the other indices. And then the diamonds are not looking too bad either. If you look at the diamonds, I was looking at that. Um, so on that front. So yeah, the diamonds are looking. Damn it, did it again. I don't know why it does this. Okay. And we're above that cloud also. So, there's some things to hang our hats on to the bullish side here. Uh, as long as we were inside or below the clouds, I was, really willing to take the short side. But at this point, we'll see how the open is. Everything could change by the time this news comes out. I'm going to try to keep this video going for another 3 minutes here, and then that way we know for sure what the initial reaction is going to be here. Okay, and then so like I said in the pre-market here, Amazon, in my opinion, was the best looking chart starting today for the bullish case. Okay, um, we do have Amazon. They've already started their Christmas sales and stuff. Damn, I did it again. Why does it keep doing that? I think I need a little bit more time to load it. So we are testing that 50 on Amazon. It's not leading though, it's still lagging, like I said, that what's going on in England, this that has really put a lid on some of these. And next one I was wanting to talk about was Tesla. Tesla was really getting sold off because of those gilts. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but I think the gilts really were selling into Tesla quite a bit. And so let's keep a really close eye on this one. So we haven't even got back to the 50 yet on that one. So I was actually thinking for a hard test of that, if not a breakout today here on Tesla. So if we do get some continuation to the upside, I know we're well past due for it. So I'm just still leaning more to that upside scenario until it proves otherwise. Okay. Um, so here we got less than a minute here. Oh yeah, airlines this morning. Delta just reported. Uh, they had mixed results on Deltas. Their guidance was a little bit better though, so they are popping it initially today here on the guidance. And in sympathy, the whole Jets ETF, the whole airline space, is catching a little bit of a bid this morning in that regard. You know, uh, Less bad is good type scenario. And actually, that's one of the best areas in the economy right now is travel and leisure. So be aware of that. Casinos are under pressure because they're afraid Macau is going to shut down. Um, Other than that, is there anything else really going on here? Okay, there we go, 8:30. Let's see what's going on here on the indices now. I don't want to keep this going too long here. We're at 10 minutes already. So get her loaded up. Initial reaction down. There you go, guys. There you go. But we did look up, so be aware of that. So they did. Ah, come on. Don't know why this thing's doing this. I'm gonna go down to 5 minutes. If I can get it to load, there we go. So we did have a really quick PPI didn't even look above, but we did get an initial reaction up. So bottom line is were you losing my clouds already? So I will be looking to the bearish side, of course, and ultimately like on SPY, we'll go here to SPY real quick. I know you guys really want to know the levels on SPY. Sorry here. Okay. And so bottom line is, I got the wrong one. Let me go over here and look. So so we've blown through our initial support. We've broken a really critical trend line already here. So heads up on that. So we've already broken through a critical. So now I would have to think there's a really good chance we're going to be coming down to the 343 here on SPY today. So definitely keep this one on watch. 343 is a really, really critical level. Looks like we may even do it before the market opens. So you have to keep that in the back of your mind. But yeah, we break 343, it's game on, people. Game on. So to the downside. Okay. So that's all I got to say. You guys know I am the biggest bear out there. So we're on track for 3,400. So we'll see what happens going forward. Thanks a lot.